And welcome back, everybody. It is Come Play With Us, Danny, the horror movie review podcast, hosted by me and my sister Megan. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while since we've seen your smiling, pretty face.
Hello, everyone.
And before we get into our show, make sure you go to our YouTube page and subscribe and hit the notification bell, ding, at Come Play With Us, Danny show to get our latest new episodes that drop. And also, if you want to hear the audio version, go to Amazon Music and Google Play and Apple Podcast, wherever you get all your Spotify and all that good stuff too as well. We have a great show for you tonight. We are going to be reviewing Pearl, part of the X Trilogy. And we've got our thoughts and opinions about this movie. Dun, 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 dun. Listen, I know we had both had high hopes for this movie. I know this. And listen, X was a great movie. Okay? X was a great film. X was great.
Yeah?
Pearl, directed by Ty West and written by West and Mia Goth, who reprises her role as the title character, featuring David Corenswet, who is now the new Superman in the James Gunn DCEU, Tandi Wright, Matthew Sunderland, and Emma Jenkins-Purro supporting roles. This is a prequel to X, which kind of goes into the psyche and how Pearl became Pearl. It's set in the 1930s, early 40s, in the World War I era, where Pearl is, on her parents' farm. She has a husband that's away. She's all alone, and she become a big movie star and get out of her small town life. Listen, okay, here, let's do the positives first.
Okay.
Should we do the positives first?
Sure.
Let's do the
positives.
Let's do the positives first. I thought it was beautifully shot. I think because it gives off this like Wizard of Oz type vibe with the color scheme, with the reds and the greens and the the vibrant colors compared to like the 70s soft snuff film-esque type way it was shot in X.
Yeah.
Okay. The acting I thought was great. Mia Goth does a great job as being a psycho.
Very much so, yes.
Yes.
She does very, very well.
Yeah, I thought the woman that played her mother was very sadistic.
That I agree on.
Very good as well.
Yes.
Supporting players, the guy that played the movie theater guy was just kind of there as a supporting kind of like love interest, and then her sister-in-law too as well. She was kind of annoying. But other than that,
there's not much.
There's not much because you would figured it was like a really brutal slasher film, and it just kind of wasn't. It was really slow.
Yeah, it was a slow burn.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. I mean, I watched it. I wasn't blown away at it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that makes any sense, like it was just kind of. I mean, your groan just makes me think. Yes, I agree. It was shot. It was kind of more hokey than it should be for me, I guess. I don't know. It just was not.
Define hokey.
How do I put this? It was just kind of like too over exaggerated, if that makes sense. To me, it was over exaggerated. Like, I understand what they were going for. Like, I understand it because they made it seem like Wizard of Oz was like the definite
theme to the movie,
which made it even weirder, I guess. The poor goose in that one scene.
I know. I feel bad for the goose. Yes.
But like, I just don't know what the. I don't know how to even explain this. It was a weird Wizard of Oz sexual tension slasher. Not even a slasher. It wasn't even a slasher. It was just like a subpar horror film.
I wouldn't even call it like a horror film though.
No, it wasn't, because there wasn't really any horrific scenes.
Yeah, there was just horror. Because I mean, there was a lot of like almost off the camera stuff.
Yes.
That happened, and the stuff that did happen wasn't all like shocking,
No.
except for the duck. I wish the duck had a better. Oh,
The goose, yeah, the goose. Had
the
a better-
goose, yeah,
The poor goose didn't do nothing wrong. Like,
yeah.
what
So
was it?
I just I was let down because X was such a good movie, and then you go and explore how Pearl became Pearl, and it just was kind of like a letdown. And to be honest with you, the ending was kind of like a man. If I was her husband coming back and I see all this happening, I'm like, I'm out. I'm going back. I'm going back to the war. As your niece is walking in camera right now, that was creepy.
that was very.
But if I'm like, if I'm the husband, I see all this, I'm like out. So I want to know what happened at the end. Like, did she put kind of a spell on him? Did she chop his knee? Like, we know what happened to her husband because he stayed with her because of X.
He stayed with her. So
Yeah.
like, how? What did he do to convince her? Like,
Or what does she do to convince him?
Convince him to be like, you need to stay.
Yeah,
But I'm crazy.
I'm crazy.
Like, I don't know. They just left it too open ended at the end, and the whole like scene with his sister-in-law towards the end. I was like, I really thought she would be able to leave. But,
So did I.
But that obviously didn't happen because Mia Goth chasing her with the pitchfork or the axe, and then
Listen, she could have gotten away. She's just a very slow runner. And then you do the cliche trip and fall. Oh no, I tripped and fell.
a slow runner.
She's a slow runner.
So that's her fault.
Yes,
Not
it's her
running
fault.
fast enough.
If you can't run, look, Mia Goth wasn't running that. She was walking. She was doing a Friday the 13th walk with a pitch.
like a mall walker,
Yeah, she was doing a mall walker stride, and her sister-in-law does the whole "oh, I fell,
my ankle.
my ankle,"
Please,
and then
no.
So I don't feel
Yeah.
bad for the sister-in-law.
Okay.
The movie guy I felt bad for because look, you're scaring me, Pearl.
Yeah, and he's like,
Really
"You know what,
scared
I'm
me,
pissed
like,
out." Yeah.
Yeah, you're. Although I think it's his fault too as well because he hit it and quit it, and he's like,
And
deuces.
he invited that crazy into his life. And
True, very true as well.
I also feel sorry for the dad. The father he had no control over what was happening.
No,
I mean-
no. He had no. I feel bad for him. Like he's the one, and the goose. By the way, you feel bad for the most.
I feel bad for the goose the most.
Dad and the goose, you feel bad for.
But at least the father was taken out in a humane way. Like, she smothered him. Like, that was fine. It wasn't an overly violent scene.
Can we say that's humane though?
It probably actually put him out of his misery, honestly. He
Yeah,
didn't
it's
look like
true.
he was very happy to begin with.
Well, he was more petrified than anything throughout the whole.
Well,
film.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing he could do. His daughter runs around killing everybody, so...
Yes, and then though his wife was just a.
I don't know. She was...
Just-
and it just, like, and the premise of her being German
Yeah.
kind of threw the story off, too. Like, I understand it was supposed to be in the war times.
You know what would have been kind of like a curveball if somehow it was like revealed like her mother was a Nazi sympathizer
Oh.
and she was part of like maybe Joseph Mengelé's like crew, like maybe she was part of that, like the inner sanctum, and that's why she was so like sadistic and stuff like that.
Taskmaster is.
Yeah, like that could have went. Maybe that could have added layer to the story. Besides, oh, she was just an immigrant that came here and her dreams were crushed because she had Pearl.
And
You know?
I do, and so speaking of accents, I do, and I love Mia Goth to death, but I think that her southern accent was like
Was way over the top.
was way
Way over the top.
overpronounced. So, like,
There's sometimes where she's talking like this.
well, Mia Goth she's British. She's an English
Very British,
actress.
yes.
So, and I understand that doing an accent is very hard, and a lot of times, like actors that are not American, having to do an American accent is very hard. So, I think it was just very over pronounced. It just made it sillier to me.
I agree. The scene where she was making out with the scarecrow and then eventually humped him, that was a little just like
Yeah, I was like, what is happening here?
it was cringy. It was cringy
Yeah, it was
to a T. Yeah.
I was like, why are we? What are we doing? And then
Yeah.
she yells at the
Scarecrow.
that she
Yeah.
was married. I'm like, ma'am.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that were just kind of like, what was going on here? Like,
Yeah, it's just very cringy scenes, and I
Yeah.
just was not here for it at all.
I mean, there was a couple good. I mean, the scenes where the audition scene was good. I liked that.
Yes,
because
the audition scene was good.
the audition scene was good because then it just kind of amped up her level of crazy after she found out she didn't get the part. But like the whole dream, she was like dreaming, she was dancing with this whole row of dancers and doing all this, and then the end part I liked after when the credits were rolling where she's just smiling with that smile and just holding it there.
Yeah.
And just and like through the credit, and then they're still rolling camera as she's smiling, and that just that really. Like her face was just straining so much with that smile, but I was really let down with Pearl.
Yeah,
so that's why I don't know. Like, how do you feel about Maxine that's coming up?
I'm real hesitant now because of what I saw with Pearl. Like, I just don't know if it's going to live up to. I mean, if it's even going to live up to X. Like, I'm afraid if it's just going to take another weird turn on top of it.
You know what this trilogy could be like? It could be like the Matrix trilogy, where the Matrix was so good. Like, X was so good, and then the Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolutions were so shitty, it just made the trilogy, like, not great.
Wow.
And that's what this is kind of, like, looking like. Like, Pearl is the Matrix Reloaded, and then Maxine could be the Matrix Revolutions, where it just throws shit at you, and you're just like, oh, God. What are we watching?
I mean, A24 is, their movies it's a hit or miss with them. Like, they're really good or they're really not.
But have we hyped up have we hyped up T West and Ty West and Mia Goth way too much, where it's almost like,
well, I mean,
maybe they're overhyped because
she's making her way as a scream queen at this point because they've got her starring in the new Blade. So
I saw that, yeah.
I just think that they should give her more roles with more of a meat situation to them. I think that her acting is really good, but I think that they're giving her these subpar roles where it should be more. I don't even know how to put this. It should be meaty or more involved. It should be more of an involved character, basically. Because what she's doing now, as far as like Pearl, I haven't seen Infinity Pool yet. Have you seen Infinity Pool?
I was just about to bring that up. It is on Hulu right now, so you can watch it for free. And I was gonna check that out before we did this review because I've heard good things about Infinity Pool. Like it's a really it's like a weird, like almost Cronenberg-esque, like almost Twin Peaks-esque type movie.
Oh, I don't know how that would even be.
Really weird. so yeah, I hope Maxine is good because right now, like, Pearl was just kind of like her role was too over the top. Performance is like it was a miss for me.
Yeah,
just because of the southern accent and the way she just kind of did the over the top thing.
To me, it was just kind of subpar. It wasn't just like, this is a great movie like X was. I was actually impressed with X.
Yeah, I thought X was really good. Yeah. I thought X was. So we both give Pearl just a way disappointing thumbs down.
Yeah, it's just a whatever.
Just a whatever. Yes.
Okay. What else you got going on here?
I got movie news. Movie news. Cocaine Bear writer Jimmy Warden is going to take on his next movie. I want you to guess. It's based off of a Mattel toy, which now Mattel has said they're going to be pumping out way more movies based on toys. We got the Barbie movie coming up. What toy do you think Cocaine Bear writer Jimmy will write? You shake it.
Shake it?
You shake it.
You shake it. Give me a little more background here.
Well, it's kind of funny that he wrote Cocaine Bear, and it's Magic 8 Ball is the movie that he's going to write about. The Magic 8 Ball is going to be a movie.
It's going to be a movie? Like a horror movie?
I don't know, but it's probably going to be a funky, weird movie.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What is happening?
It's going to be a horror comedy. Magic 8 Ball.
What is happening?
I don't know.
I just don't understand.
It could be funny.
The Magic 8 Ball.
The Magic 8 Ball movie. Yes. Anyways,
until you said, like, I thought, like, Cocaine Bear, and you were talking about, like, until you said Shake It, I was like, is he making a movie about the
Boggle?
Bears?
No, be Boggle. The Boggle movie.
The Boggle movie.
The Boggle movie.
Scrabble.
But yeah, that's gonna be. He's gonna be writing that, and it should be somewhere there in the next future or so. But there's gonna be a Magic 8 Ball movie, so look out, everybody.
Okay.
All right. Next, the Alien film, the first produced Alien film by Disney, has been wrapped, so they are good to go on that. Fede Alvarez, who of course did the first Evil Dead, and then Don't Breathe, he has directed a new Alien movie for Disney. It is going to be an R-rated hit Alien movie, so it will not be PG-13. So that is done. It's wrapped, ready to go, and it will premiere on August 16th, 2024.
I feel like
How do you feel? How do you feel about this?
I don't know.
There's no connection whatsoever to Alien, Prometheus, and none of the Ridley Scott movies. It's just like it's brand on its own kind of deal, and it has no connection to the Hulu series that they're gonna sit on Earth.
So just somebody just birthed this, and this is what's happening. Like
I guess so. It's like for the new generation of Alien people, Alien fans.
Yeah, but this goes back to what we've said before. Is that's great making a new movie of something like this, but why not give an origin story? Why not connect this to the older movies? These people.
They tried that though. They tried that with Prometheus and then Alien Covenant, and those two were.
Why they should have never made another one.
Well, obviously, but like that's.
I don't know. I'm sketchy over this because I like the old movies, the old Alien movies. I even like Prometheus, and I honestly really did. I just don't know how to
Prometheus frustrates me.
Why?
Because it just, it was it's set in the Alien universe, but like, it didn't really set itself in the Alien universe. Because when I went to the theaters,
on a planet.
On a planet, but like I was expecting at the end like some kind of connection with the Alien universe, and it didn't do that. It was just like, okay.
Well, it did though. Like it did connect it at the end because the creature was like it looked like the alien creature at the end.
Kind of, sort of, but it wasn't really. I don't know. I was let down. But yeah, anyways, all right. So we are gonna get. All right, so we know how they hit. We had the Winnie the Pooh movie. Okay, so now we're gonna have the Mean One, which is a horror movie.
I saw that. About the fucking Grinch?
Yes, Mean One, Whoville horror movie starring Terrifier 2 actor David Howard Thornton.
Oh my god! Come on.
The clown himself sets a VOD release of October 3rd coming up.
October 3rd?
So yes, we will have the Mean One on VOD, video on demand, coming up soon.
I'm just gonna have to watch this just for my own sake pleasure.
But I mean, hey, Art the Clown himself is gonna be playing the Grinch.
David Howard Thornton, I love his work, love it. I just okay, all right, whatever. This is what's happening nowadays.
This is what's happening, and that's all I have for movie news.
Okay, well,
lots of letdowns. We have a letdown show today. Everything we've talked about is a letdown show.
This is a letdown show.
With your niece in the background.
I see that.
Yes.
And her, I can't think even what the thing is that. I do have a movie news. I actually sent it to you a while ago. It was a movie that was there that my wife actually found. It's called Cobweb.
Yes.
This is a 2023 horror film. Its actually release date is July 21st. Director is Samuel Bowden. Distributed by Lionsgate Films. Produced by Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, James Weaver, Roy Lee, and John Berg.
You watched the trailer. I didn't get to check it out yet.
You need to watch the trailer. Like, the trailer is actually... It's actually decent. It says, young Peter is plagued by a mysterious constant noise from inside his bedroom wall. It's actually a tapping noise. That a tapping that his parents insist is his imagination. As his fear intensifies, he starts to believe that his parents are hiding a terrible and dangerous secret.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I would watch the trailer. I would actually see the movie. I don't know when this was produced because this has never been in any of our news before, and I don't know how it even popped out. So
it comes out of nowhere.
It comes out of nowhere. It's literally all of a sudden, and it's not one of those movies where it was going to go directly to like streaming. It is a movie that's going to be released.
Well, there's been movies like that where they just pop out of nowhere because the sequel to Cloverfield came out of nowhere and nobody talked about it. So
such a shit movie.
Yeah, it was a shit movie.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's a really shit movie.
It's a shit movie.
Yeah. There we go. Here's Cobweb. Yep.
So there's tapping on the. See, I like those types. So it's almost like a haunted house type movie.
Kind of, yeah. And the thing is, like, his parents are trying to make him realize that it's not really what's happening. in the film, and he keeps hearing the tapping noise, and his parents are like, "You're dreaming. This isn't really happening."
Great cast so far. You got Lizzie Kaplan and you got a Homelander himself from The Boys playing the dad.
Yep. And so she's tapping back, but it's you should just really if now I know you said this is it says from the producers of Barbarian. But it says the producers from It.
Okay.
So I will give them that because that movie was fantastic.
I haven't heard the audio yet. It's almost like giving me kind of like the Babadook type vibes.
It is, but the kid isn't really. He isn't annoying.
Okay.
Like the Babadook was. I wanted to. I can't even say that. I wanted to just not be around that child ever whatsoever. And this is. Oh, see.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is kind of a suspenseful film, and it's not. I don't know. I loved watching it. And see, like the parents are like nonchalant about the situation.
Not one cobweb in the whole movie.
But you don't know what the premise behind the thing is, though. However, if it's from the same director as Barbarian.
Meh.
So yeah, it's.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's a spider.
There's a spider. So he puts him down in the basement. See. And it's got masks. So I actually thought it looked really, really good. Leah actually pointed it out to me, and she was like, "Look at this."
I'm kind of digging this so far.
Yeah.
I wonder if the mom is some sort of like spider-esque type creature.
I don't know. I'm actually really excited to maybe see this. So.
Okay. You know what? I think that look. Obviously this isn't a spoiler because we don't even know the premise of it.
No.
What if the mother is like a spider-esque type creature? She has a spell over the father.
Like the Coraline thing?
Yeah, and then like the tapping our children in the walls.
That was really creepy, by the way, for her saying that.
Oh, Daddy!
Daddy?
Daddy!
Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely see this movie.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to check it out too as well. So
okay.
Okay.
I have a giveaway for everybody.
Let's do it. Giveaway time.
So this is, if everybody can see this, this is what I'm giving away. Let me see if I ever get this right here. Maybe not. Maybe
Just
not.
get it out of your background.
Trying to.
Is that a NECA? There you go.
It is a NECA for those who cannot or can't see this.
There you go. I can see it.
This is a Nightmare Elm Street Dream Warriors 3.
Ooh.
There we go. It's fading in and out of my background. So I will be giving this away to the lucky people, or a lucky person, who can actually answer these trivia questions. I'm going to go ahead and read these trivia questions, and I will repost them so everybody can have a chance. So this is going to be Nightmare on Elm Street based. So the first question is, a Nightmare on Elm Street was inspired by what?
I know the answer.
I know, but you can't enter.
I know.
The second one is, how much screen time does Freddy Krueger get in the first film?
Ooh.
Who is the first teen to dream about Freddy? What color is Freddy's sweater? And who was arrested after Tina's murder?
Oh, I know that one, too.
I know you do, but you're not answering. Okay, so these are 5 questions that I will post on Instagram and Facebook with the picture of what I'm giving away, and whoever gets all the answers right, or at least the most answers right, I will be sending this lovely figurine to you.
Okay, cool. Well, make sure you go to our Instagram page because you're going to be posting on Instagram, right? Instagram and Facebook?
Instagram and Facebook I will be posting on.
All right, make sure you guys go to Instagram and Facebook and subscribe and like our pages as well. We're going to end on that note, so make sure to go to our YouTube page, hit the notification bell, and subscribe at Come Play With Us Danny Show for another episode coming up soon, possibly next week. And also make sure to go to Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Play for all your podcast needs for myself and Megan. We'll see you later on Come Play With Us Danny, the horror movie review show. Bye.